Oh my goodness. Start the stream and use the bathroom and I come back to a whole bunch of stuff. You guys. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. The cat is back. Meow, 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 as a matter of fact. Yes, yes. As you can see, we have another addition to the Caspurr, the Catacini verse. I hope we didn't start. I hope we didn't start too early. Yes, we have another addition to the Caspurrchini. No, Caspurr Catacini. This time from, I hope I say this right, Akino? At Shizutsuki. God, I'm so bad at Japanese. It's fucking insane. Akino, thanks so much. You guys, I appreciate it. I hope there's not more. Guys, but at this rate, there's going to be fan-made models coming out after I get my official model. Thank you, Akino, and to everyone that's made me a fan model and or working on one. I hope that's it. We're starting, like I said, we're starting some sort of Catacini verse. But bad news, I couldn't figure out how to put on my mask. My jacket. Oh! My little blushies? Ah! Ah! Boing! What else? Ah! Ah! Oh! Me when I need to fucking shit myself. Okay, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. It should be F1. You guys know how I feel about not wearing my mask, but it can't be avoided this time. All right, so forget what I said. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. It's been a little while, but I'm back. It's good to be back. I went on a secret mission to New York City. Yes. And I was gone these past 4 days. Thanks for waiting for me. Yeah. And yeah, I'm back. Oh gosh, so much happened. Where do I even start? Concrete jungle, wet cream tomato, yeah. Okay, here's the thing. So, New York City. Never been to East Coast, never been to New York. First of all, New York City, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. I was like starstruck. I was awestruck rather. Starstruck, that's for people, right? Awestruck. It was beautiful. The movies and stuff don't really capture it. It's like to be walking down the street and look down and to see like the rows of the building. First of all, huge, gigantic. Like from left to right, the expansive, like the sprawling city is insane. I'm gonna put on something a little more soothing for this talk. Let's do the huge. There we go. Something a little more mild. New York, huge. And so I have a couple. I should have written like some stuff down, but I was recording right up until like 3:58. I didn't even, I'll admit, I did not even download this model. Like at 3:59, I downloaded it. Which, again, Akino, thank you so much for the cat to Chibi. So one, I need to stop doing that. I always say first off, so one, and it's like the 57th thing I'm talking about. Stop. I also say like a lot. I need to stop saying like. I need to stop saying first off. So like, first off, stop. New York. Beautiful. Visually, aesthetically, beautiful. The most beautiful place I think I've been, honestly. Better than Japan. Because the thing is, here's the thing. Japan is clean. Oh, it's so much clean. The thing is, I rate my experience as 0 out of 10 for New York City. Because everything about it, the people, fun. The cityscape, beautiful, 20 out of 10. The food, pretty good, 15 out of 10. But the cleanliness is like negative 500 out of 10, and it averages out to like a 0 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? It was fucking filthy. It was fucking filthy. Why is it filthy? Because there's nowhere to use the goddamn bathroom. I'm shitting myself on this goddamn street. Oh my gosh. No, it was beautiful. I was there for 4 days. I'll be honest. Well, the 4th day doesn't count because the 4th day is the day I left. So I was there 3 days, right? I wanted to come back on the 3rd day just because I was getting homesick. I wanted to stream. And, so one... So... Is this why, you know, Japanese are like, ano, I need a new, like, filler word. Speaking of Japanese, did I ever tell you the story one time? I was gonna do something with, like, someone I knew, and, you know, I know that, like, they spoke first language is Japanese, so I wanted to be able to communicate with them. I wanted to learn a few phrases, so I spent, like, 2 nights learning all these basic phrases. Ue, shit, I've forgotten them already. 2 days cramming. And is Ue is up, right? And I remember, like, I just cram. It's like, I need to be able to communicate. And then we got together, and I was like, Ue, and they're like, oh, up? And I was like, what the fuck is this? What the shit is this? Why did I do this? But, yeah, just funny little side note. New York. Beautiful. The thing is, like, I've gone to Japan, I've gone to Taiwan. And I love both those cities. Countries? Taipei's the capital, yeah. You know, love Taiwan, love Japan. And it's nostalgic for me. I used to live in Taiwan. I think Korea too when I was a baby. I think I lived in, it's either Shanghai or Hong Kong when I was really young. My family lived all across Asia, but I have these nostalgic memories. And when I was in New York City, I was like, I felt the same kind of nostalgia, the same kind of like peace and yearning for it. And I think what it is it's not that I am nostalgic for like Asia or Taiwan specifically or Japan, but I think it's the city. And there is a lot about New York that just reminded me about Taiwan and Japan. It was just like I said, oh, this is like Japan but kind of shitty. But I loved it. And I think what it is, it's just the metropolis, yes, like just, and the thing is, city. LA, that's not a city. That's like a fake city. And I lived in LA. Loved it and also hated it, but I lived there for maybe like 5 years on and off. And that's not a city. Like New York City, New York's a city, Japan's a city, Taipei, city. But like LA is kind of it's like a fake city, pseudo city. I think I yearn for the city. I like waking up, going down, having a cup of coffee with my favorite thing, New York to eat, bagel. New York bagel goes so hard. God, I would get this one fluffy cream cheese. They got the cream cheese on display like goddamn ice cream. Looks like gelato. It's simple cream cheese scallion. Yum. I like that I could just walk out the door, walk down the street, 2 minutes, get a cup of coffee. So I went to see beautiful absolutely beautiful architecture. Saint Michael, I don't know which one it is. Saint Michael's Church Cathedral, I don't know what it is. Beautiful. Me and my friends, we went in there. Speaking of my friends, I'm really happy that they invited me. I was telling you guys before, like, I get invited. I'm usually the initiator, so it was really nice to be invited on a trip and to be not necessarily the guest, because no one like lived in New York, no one like hosted me per se, but kind of like tour guided me in a sense. It was nice. I'm glad I went, because before I was like, I want to work, I want to stream. I just took a break. I don't really know, but I'm very, very happy I went. Had a great time. But yeah, Saint Michael's. Oh, okay. Another thing, New York City. Every time I asked for I was like, got soy milk? And they're like, yeah, we got some soy milk. Or like, they're like, nah, we got almond milk, we got oat milk. I'm like, all right, I'll take that. They just gave, I fucking swear these guys, they just gave me milk. Because the first time we were at a diner, and I'm like, iced coffee. I'm like, hey, do you got almond milk? And they're like, yeah, almond milk. And they gave it to me in a little like dripper, and I poured in. I literally turned to my friend and go, that looks kind of creamy for almond milk, huh? You could kind of see it, kind of swim, and it was like, it was thick. And I was like, I mean, I said almond milk. I like qualified because I was like, what kind of milks do you have? You have oat milk, you got soy milk. Soy milk's my go-to. I like soy milk. I'm a little soy boy. But no, almond milk. And dude, I swear I got the rumblies, and I was like, I knew it. Sabotaged by the New Yorkians. St. Michael's Cathedral, beautiful, by the way. Remind me of something like out of Elden Ring. God damn, I had to shit myself so bad. And the problem is, I guess I was kind of like in a touristy area. So when these areas in New York, when they get a lot of foot traffic, like, yeah, they're not gonna have their bathrooms open. Went to a goddamn Target. You got a bathroom in here? No, not now. Not now, he says. He says, no, not right now. Okay, let me know when they fucking build that shit. I put in a Starbucks into my phone, and it took me, like, I don't know, east or something of the cathedral, and I looped all the way around, maybe like 3 blocks down, right? And I get to the back side of it. I walk into Starbucks, and it's like, it's not a Starbucks. It's a goddamn, like, it's like a half Starbucks. You know what I mean? It's like a walk-in. It's not a kiosk, but it's not like a full Starbucks. It's just like a booth. I don't know how to describe it. And I'm like, fuck. And so I oh my gosh, like how did I describe this to my friend? It's too disgusting. But I start waddling, right? And I gave up looking on my phone because looking at my phone, the brain power needed to look at my phone and actively search, like, I had to devote my RAM into keeping the shit from exploding out my goddamn ass. You know what I mean? Like, if I had to like think, I would lose control. It's like what I imagine going Super Saiyan is like, or like Professor Xavier trying to mind control someone. Like, and so all I could do was concentrate on taking steps and waddling. And so I gave up on like looking, and I just walked. I walked past the cathedral, and I was on I was, oh my god, I must have walked maybe 3 miles, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when you need to shit yourself. And there was a trash can and a bunch of trash bags, and it was at nighttime. And that's the other thing, a lot of places were closing because it was like, first of all, New York City, I thought it was like Hell's Kitchen, or like that's where Batman beats people up. Actually, like, things close pretty early. You don't need a Batman when the goddamn CVS closes at 10:30 p.m., by the way. Or like the bodega closes at 11 p.m. You don't need Batman. You go to sleep. Anyways, I saw this trash can, and it was kind of busy, but it wasn't like bussing. I literally thought, I'm going to have to fucking pull up and not necessarily shit myself, but release the valve. I had to do some sort of like pressure relief, maybe 25% or something. I had to go, and I had to like, but at that's how desperate I was. I've never done that. I've never just shit somewhere ever in my life, actually. But right next, I took one step towards the trash can. It was like one of those big bins. It doesn't matter. Well, it matters because it was kind of big, like one of those big giant steel. So it would like kind of obfuscate me to like the poor public. But as I took one single step towards the trash can, I looked to my left, and there is like windows, and it's a diner, and it was still open. And so I was like, man, I need to go like now. I need to go like right now. And so there's people New York has a lot of these turnstile doors, right? I go with this family walking in. I walked behind them. So I wouldn't get stopped by a waiter, right? Because if I was like, can I use the bathroom? Like, sorry, you have to leave. And so I went and I hid behind them, and I walked. I used like my cyberpunk like scanning, and I immediately found the bathroom. And I snuck by, and I went, tried to open it. It was locked. Uh-oh. It was locked. And so I stood there. I stepped to the side so no one would be like, hey, what, who's this fella? Suspicious looking fella. I stood to the side, and I had to close my eyes. I had to close my eyes, and I stayed as still as I possibly can, trying to contain the beast. It's like Mr. Jekyll and Hyde, like whichever is the normal one, trying to keep from changing. I stood as still as I've ever stood, keeping the beast within. And then after, I swear to God, the guy was playing Sudoku in there or something. I don't know. No, you gotta understand, Dreamy, that it just hits me. I feel perfectly fine, like I could take on the goddamn world, and then boom, like a switch. That's how it works for me. And I swear, I'm sorry if this is disgusting, but I lived it. How do you think I feel? Okay. The guy walks out. I go in, close the door. New York doors also are kind of heavy. They're really heavy doors. But I close the door, lock it. I go to the toilet. Here's the thing. The little the little paper cover, like the paper tissue cover? You pull it down and up, and then you place it over the toilet bowl, right? So I had no time. It was literally like, it was do or die. The xenomorph was bursting out my chest, okay? So I've also never done this, where I did not use the toilet seat cover, okay? I fucking pulled my pants down. It all happens, by the way. This is how John Wick operates, because all this happened in half a second. Like, burst in through the door. As I'm closing the door, I'm looking at, like, I come in, closing the door and turning my head at the same time towards the toilet to see where. Okay, and I'm locking it as I'm turned away, and I'm scanning for the toilet paper cover, right? And I see it on the other side, and in half a second I make the decision, no, can't make it. go toward, you know that scene in X-Men First Class where Quicksilver is in the kitchen and that song plays? You know the one I'm talking about, right? If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do. That starts playing in my head. I turn, I look. Nope, can't make it to the toilet, the cover. So I step towards it. I turn and I pull my pants down. If you're eating, stop eating right now. I turn away, pull my pants down. No time to put the cover on. I fucking let it loose. It starts to come out before my butt even hits the toilet bowl. And as I land, the tip of my dick slaps the goddamn toilet bowl because I didn't put the cover on. I fucking let it loose. I was so sweaty that I had bought a shirt from the Nintendo store. Afterwards, I had to change my shirt because I was so drenched in sweat. And it was hard to take off my shirt because it was so gripped to my body with the sweat. And this is how it was so much relief that when I walked out and I was walking back to the cathedral on a crisp New York night, I felt joy to simply be alive, to simply walk. I felt so it's like, not to get really morbid, but it felt like I woke up from a coma, or like I don't really know. I was walking and I was like, I'm so happy to be able to simply walk at my own pace and simply just to be alive and not have to deal with the pain. It's what I feel like someone who, again, this is gonna get really dark, but this is how I felt truly, like someone who lived their life through intense pain and has finally passed on, and they're in like a movie, you know, there's a scene where they're in heaven but they're still walking and they no longer have like whatever debilitating thing, you know, like I watched Iron Claw, and the one guy is missing a leg and he dies and then he has the leg in his heaven, you know. I felt like, I was like, oh my gosh, like to be able to live my life without the pain. Like I simply just found so much joy in just walking down the street. And then in that moment where I felt like empty, right? Like, you guys know, if you ever had to go really bad and you have it, you feel like first of all, you're tired, right? And you're like, you feel like a husk. You feel empty, right? There's like this kind of hollowness to you as you're kind of simmering. You're like, oh my gosh. And just this kind of like, I'm so damp with sweat, and I'm just sitting there, and I find my friends. First of all, they text me, where did you, that's the thing, I couldn't even say like, I gotta go find the bathroom. I just like, it hit me so hard, I just left. I didn't say I was going, and they text me like, where are you? I'm like, I had shit myself. And then I come back and I sit down next to them. They're sitting in the bench. They're just quiet. They're kind of tired. And I just sat there. And they're like, oh, how'd it go? And I was like, it's fine. And then I went back to the hotel at the end of the night, and I was like, I can never let that happen to me again, right? The next fucking day, it just happens again. I gotta piss so fucking bad. But to be fair, the thing is, I need to not, I think I said this when I went to Japan, I need to not drink water. The thing is, I'm getting older, I'm like, gotta hydrate. It's kind of hot during the day. I just need to not drink any water. But Bunny Hugger, thanks to Super Chat. Visit New York a few times as a kid since my older sister used to live there. Real curious about what your experience was like. Oh, you just, That was it. You just heard it. I hope you enjoyed it, even though of all that happened. No, I love New York. I loved it. I legitimately loved it. I liked it more than Japan. I liked it more than Japan. I can say that without a doubt. Yes. And I think it is. It's my personality. I feel more at home, like, amongst the assholes. Okay? Because that's the other thing. I felt myself get more aggressive. Okay? I felt myself get more aggressive. And I feel like even though I'm not doing anything verbally or externally, there is a way you carry yourself. And in New York, in the city, in the hive mind of danger, I felt like I carried myself in a way that was like a pressure valve release of my aggression. Like, even though so I wasn't yelling at anyone and I wasn't fighting anyone, but simply walking down the street amongst the danger of New York City, I exuded an aggressiveness. I had to, and I felt like it. And it made me more aggressive, for sure. But more free in a way. What I liked about New York, it's like I ordered my bagel and they were making it, and another person came up, it was a random person, they ordered a bagel and they're waiting, and when my bagel was brought out, they brought it on a bag, the other person behind me went to grab it, and then the clerk, the woman goes, "What the fuck you doing? That's not your fucking bagel. Don't be grabbing your shit." And I was like, you know what? Yes, I love that. What the fuck you doing? Like that essence of like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I like that. And yeah, maybe you get into a fight or whatever, but like, I like the kind of like low threshold for bullshit that New York City has. You know, like, get the fuck out of my way. What are you fucking, like, I like that. Yes, you know what? I did see there was like a fight and people yelling in the street, whatever. But I kind of like that. I will say, I don't know if it would be good for me to live in New York because I've never done this. I was in the airport on the way back home. And yeah, maybe it was the end of the trip. Maybe I was tired. And I was walking. And this two people, like, not necessarily cut me off, but they were kind of walking. And I went, "Get the fuck out of my way." And I said that. I could tell they're kind of annoyed that I was like, and they took like half a step and they kind of went, eh. And I went, "Get the fuck out of my way." Jesus. I said that. I've never said that before. Like, out loud at least, you know? I went, "Get the fuck out of my way." Jesus. I get it. As New York, it's like a symbiote of dirtiness and aggressiveness. I will say, New York touristy type stuff in New York is cheaper than I thought. I was walking with my friends. Which, by the way, I have to say, you know, they were that was so nice. I'm so happy they invited me. The friends that invited me, you might know them. It was Han, Ren, Commander Connor. I've hung out with Connor and Han extensively. Ren I have not hung out with many times. Bless his heart, I love him. He said the word Spider-Man. I think his words per minute of saying the word Spider-Man, I did not think someone could humanly say Spider-Man more than Ren said the word Spider-Man. I get it. It's New York. And I said the same thing. I said, oh, it's like Spider-Man, whatever. He would say Spider-Man to things that, if I'm being honest, did not remind me of Spider-Man. He just started to say it to anything, really. Just simply being in New York City. He was nice, though. Did you pet his Furby? You guys know about his Furby? I did not like. He showed me his Furby, and our rooms were split up. And we watched. By the way, also like the trip was great, but I feel maybe some of you guys who have gone to anime conventions or vacation with your friends can relate. Mostly anime conventions because I feel like I have a similar sentiment. The best parts about the trip was not even New York City. It was being in the hotel room, eating snacks, drinking, and just talking and hanging out. The best time I had was just sitting in a room, eating snacks, just laughing. Oh gosh, and that's the thing, I can't even tell you what we were laughing about or what we were talking about. I think 2 days was enough for me. I know that sounds short, but the thing is, on the third day, this is how I know it was time to leave. By the third day, I left on the fourth day, but on the third day, I stopped. Like, on the first 2 days, I would look up at the city skyline, and walking down the streets, I'd look down the alleyway, and I'd go, wow, look at that. I would take pictures, but on the third day, I was no longer looking at the city. I was simply walking. I had to get somewhere. I was thinking about needing to piss or being tired. And that's how I know that was enough. Guys, by the way, thanks for, I know it's been a little break, so there's a little time since I streamed, so I appreciate all these memberships. Thank you, guys. You know, I just do really quick. Purple Lion, Tired Weeb, Amira, Demois, Ozymandias, Sukiko, Connie, Reverie, Rosary, Reverie again, Reindeer, welcome for the first time, Cernhat, Haley, Male Fujoshi, Jean, Mystery Cubes, JY. That's Rowan, right? Am I mistaken? Dreamy, thank you, Sushi, Lumafall. Notoyomi, 10 gifted, thank you so much, Notoyomi. Notoyomi, welcome back. Reindeer, thank you again. Hika, Reverie again. Nuzzlerat, Dreamy again. 5 gifts, Dreamy, appreciate that. Lane, Cosmic Psycho, Hyoko Chi, Celian Kiri, Nadia, Casey, thank you so much, Casey. Sky Limit, Cheery, Sky Limit again. 5 gifted, Sky Limit, thank you so much. Akino, thank you again, Akino. Monmon, Miosk, Raby, Barry, and Ozymandias again. There you go. Boom. Thank you, guys. Sorry I sped through that, but it was either I do that or didn't acknowledge individually, because I don't do like super chat readings or anything like that. I appreciate that so much. Thanks for the warm welcome back. What? Oh gosh, what? Oh, so my friends. Terry, thank you for the 5 gifted. So we're walking towards like the boat ride. First of all, the boat ride for 1 hour for the 4 people was only $27. That's what I was saying about the tourism stuff. The actual touristy things, because hey, if you came to Las Vegas and you want to take the Venetian boat, that's gonna cost you like 200 fucking bucks, I swear. I don't know exactly how much, but the fact that they're like, it's $28, like with tax and all that, $28 to like go on the boat. I was like, what? That's crazy. But I didn't know that because I'm from Colorado, but I've been to Las Vegas before. And I'm used to like, don't talk to the girls, don't talk to the people. Like they take pictures and they have like fun stuff going on. Don't talk to them because then they'll make you pay them. And my friends, they get stopped by this guy with a fucking snake around his neck. And I'm just trained. I immediately beeline away, but they're talking to him. And I go, no. And then I see him coil that I abandoned them. I will admit I abandoned them in this moment because I didn't want to get charged. And I turn around and he's wrapping the goddamn snake around his neck. And I go, no. He's gonna have to pay like 50 fucking bucks for this. It was only like $10 a person. I was like, huh. I thought it was a scam. $10 to take a picture with the snake on your shoulder. Ah, that's not bad. It did cost money. That's the thing. But they should know that. They're not dumb. Well, see, that's the thing. Like, capitalism at work. The thing is, if you're on the strip and some hoochie mamas want to, like, charge you, like, $50 for the picture next to them, it's like, who's gonna want... It's a scam. Everyone's gonna avoid you. But guy with a snake in New York City, what's that park? Central Park? If it's $10, yeah, I bet you get a lot of people who will take that. We did check out the castle, yes. Yes. First of all, Converse. Converse are the coolest looking shoe, I think. I think Converse go with any outfit. Literally any outfit a Converse will go with. I've never had a more uncomfortable shoe in my life. My friends wore boots, and I feel like boots are more comfortable. Why is it so uncomfortable to walk in? I don't know. Yeah, we rode the boat, and we almost crashed maybe 5 times. Only 5 times. I liked the rowing. I got into that. What else do we do? I know they make Converse with like extra thick dummy soles as well. Oh, we went to we did get scammed. $400 for karaoke. Listen, if you look, guys, look, the package here, you see, if you drink this much and you get that, it comes with a snack and you get the hour. 413 doll hairs. 413 doll hairs. For like an hour and a half. But we took the Kettle One bottle home, even though we weren't supposed to. I took it. I hid it under my jacket and I took it because I'm not gonna not take it if I'm paying 400 fucking buckaroos for that. I took it. I hid it under my jacket and I put it into my bag. And we did drink that over the course of 3 days though, and we had fun. Oh, food. So food in New York City. Admittedly, I didn't go to many places. I forget the names of the places. I don't think I really went to anything I got recommended just because, you know, I was busy. I couldn't really go out of my way with the schedule we were working with. But the pizza... Andy, thanks for the 10 gifted memberships, Andy. Did not impress me. It was okay. I forget the place, but there was one where we ordered late at night, but I was also really drunk and watching Rick and Morty at like 2 a.m. So I think anything would have tasted good to me at that point. Okay, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. My stomach, every time I travel, my stomach is fucked. Matthew, thanks for the membership. Omina has told me about certain bagels, mostly bagel things, not really pizza. But I got a bunch of recommendations. I didn't really get to like try any of them. There were so many hot dog things and carts and whatever. You guys know I'm a glizzy guy. I love me some glizzies. It's my favorite thing, but I couldn't risk it. I had to stick with like burgers, french fries. And the furthest thing was like pizza, but pizza has cheese and I couldn't risk it. I couldn't risk it. Towards the end of it, I was sticking to like burgers and fries. I even stood away. I kept away from pizza near the end just because my stomach was just so... That's rat. Thank you for the glizzy. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, I was exploding. Man, God. Oh, Asian food. New York and Asian food. Sales tax for bagels? Oh, I don't know. Lynn, is that true? Thanks for the membership, by the way, Lynn. But sales tax for bagels is higher? Bagels were good. They didn't listen. At least the places I went to, the bagels, the cream cheese to bagel ratio in New York City, that's my kind of city. That's my kind of bagel. All right, more cream cheese than bagel. God. So much cream cheese that I would have to take the bagel sandwich apart, eat the bagels one at a time because they're so thick. It's a, yes, Miosk, it's a thick schmear. Ugh. God, this one cream cheese scallion spread. Han, he wakes up and eats fucking raw salmon. Like, I know that's a thing, like cream cheese salmon bagel, but like, we just woke up, man. I just woke up. That's crazy. Lox, is that what that is? I know that that's a thing, but man, that seems heavy for like the AM. No, Han was kind of like our tour guide. He kind of knew the most. But this guy, Han just talks to people. I felt in danger. He would just be talking to... Some of these people were scary, man. Listen, when you go into like the little bodega at like 10 p.m., don't talk to the people in there. Just don't. What else? What else? Oh, the Museum of Modern Arts, MoMA. Yeah, that shit is a scam. Not like the experience itself, but modern art is fake, right? Like, sure, I think is modern art not for money laundering? Because, listen, I'm an artist. I want to be as agreeable to like all different art forms and interpretation, whatever. But the modern art in the Modern Art Museum, that was some of that stuff. I tried. I sat there. I read the descriptions. I looked at it. Some of that stuff is, at least, maybe not all of it, but surely what it is they assign a value to it. They have like their appraiser friends appraise the stuff, give them a cut, and then donate it for like a juicy tax write-off. Surely that's got to be happening, because half of that stuff, man, what was I looking at? But there's a lot of stuff that was good, so I don't know. I don't know if I just don't get it, but man, I really tried. I was like looking stuff up. I was reading the things. I saw Starry Night, which never meet your heroes, I guess, because I was like, oh, huh, it's small. It's really small. No, it was cool. It wasn't under... The thing is, there were some other Van Goghs. Was it Van Gogh? Was there one other one? Yes, there was one where he painted his postmaster friend, and I like that portrait. I liked his portraits more, I think. One of my favorite pieces was The Lovers. Let me see. The Lovers. It's like two people kissing with a veil over their head. Portrait? Yes. The Lovers. Rene Magritte. Ooh. That's a good one. Klimt? Oh. Is that a different one? Oh, you know what actually happened like twice? I looked at some of the modern art. I looked at it and I went through my visceral reaction, and it was positive. I was like, I like the feeling it invoked. And this happened with like, there's this one where it was just a blue screen. It's just like a blue screen. It looks like if your computer blue screened. I looked at it and it captured me. I was enamored by this. It was just a solid blue screen, right? Super blue. And I loved it. I was like, wow. I was like at a loss for words, right? And then I read the fucking description and I liked it less. The magic was lost because I read the description. It was like, this artist, blah, 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 blah. And he blah, 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 blah. And I kind of read it and I was like, yeah, I did not like that. I invented a new color of blue and this represents the big expansive sky. And I was like, what? Oh, I like it less now. Big Ham. Yes, I'm back. Wow, Akino. Look at... Look at my mouth. Ah. Okay. My flight back was delayed because... No, I didn't go to Chinatown, but I had some good Chinese food while I was there. I had some dan dan noodles. It was like my favorite thing I ate while I was out there. But my flight back, it was delayed twice because of turbulence. It was too windy. And we finally went, and I've never been on such a bumpy flight. I got scared. And this is really morbid. This is really fucked up. But it was really bumpy. It got so fucking bumpy. You could tell everyone kind of like tensed up. I was watching Rick and Morty on the plane. They had the season of Rick and Morty I never watched. This is really fucked up. But in the moment, like, you don't think reasonably, right? I turned off the TV because I think for a split second, I did not want to die watching Rick and Morty. I like Rick and Morty. Like, I like it. I think it's funny. I think it's not as bad as people think it is. But, like, I did not want to die watching Rick and Morty. And I did realize that my flight was on 9/11. And this is not me making a light of 9/11. This is not making me a joke. This is not me making a joke about 9/11. But I literally thought, I can't die on a plane on 9/11 watching Rick and Morty. I thought that to myself. I know it's unreasonable to think, but I literally thought that. I was like, I can't believe I'm going to die on a plane on 9/11 watching Rick and Morty. And so I turned the TV off. I turned the seat television off. Isn't that fucked up? Like, the thing is, when you think you're gonna die, for like 2 seconds, like you barely breathe, but you act unreasonably, I think. And then I watched Iron Claw. Guys, don't watch Iron Claw on the plane. It's got what's his name? Ashton? No, not Ashton Kutcher. It's got what's that guy's name? Fuck. What is his? Oh my god. Why can't that? Not Ashton Kutcher. What's his name? Zac Efron. Yes, Zac Efron. Zac Efron. Jeremy Allen White. Is it Troy Bolton? Is he the dad? That movie, not the best movie to watch on a plane. I watched that and they must have been thinking, oh man, that guy's so scared. Like, I know it's 9/11, but like he's fucking, and it was turbulent, right? And after the turbulence settled, I watched that movie. I think they thought I was crying because I was so scared. I was so like embarrassed. Oh, Troy, he's the character. I've never seen High School Musical. That's a real story, I know. And I read that the actual real life version is scarier. Is sadder, not scarier, sadder. Like there's another brother, actually. Yeah, that's fucking, if you want to cry, go watch that movie. Let's see, New York City. I talked about the food. I talked about shitting myself and pissing myself. It was beautiful. I did go to Nintendo. That's the shirt I switched out of when I had to change my clothes because I got so sweaty in the bathroom. High School Musical watch? Maybe, sure. I've never seen it. I know it's like a cultural sensation. Maybe it's time. I didn't see any rats. I did not see the Statue of Liberty. I wanted to see a Broadway show. We kind of ran out of time and we were tired and I was shitting myself every day, so didn't get to. I wanted to see Moulin Rouge. If I was gonna make a Broadway show, it would be about a mime who wants to talk and sing, and he's ostracized from his other mimes because you're not supposed to talk, and it's like a Broadway show about the mime who wants to sing and be musical, but he's shunned because you're not supposed to. Isn't that just the plot of Happy Feet? What? Are they not allowed to? Are the penguins not allowed to talk? What does that mean? And it's called A Voice of Mime Own. I'm gonna steal your idea. No! No! So tomorrow we are doing the collab with Randon at night. 8 p.m. Pacific. It's gonna be pretty late. It's gonna be after my stream during my normal time. I'm gonna end up doing my stream, probably ending the stream, going to probably just eat dinner, honestly, and I'll make a new room, or maybe he'll stream it. I don't know. We kind of never know. It's just like, do you want to stream it, or we both stream it? It's just we just decide in the moment. But I think Space Marine maybe. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to powwow with him since coming back, but something. But for me, my stream before that, I don't know. Maybe I didn't get a chance to really think. I know we want to do Wobble Dogs again, but there's this game called Rekka? I think it just came out. It's like a building game. I don't know if I want to start something so soon. Maybe we should just do the magma board. I think I want to do that for membership. We'll do something. Something. Mini motorways? Maybe an art stream, not sure. Do whatever you want? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you'll... Nothing too out of left field for me, probably. Wobble Dogs... We'll probably do that next week. Yeah. So not magma board tomorrow. Yes, Collide will be tomorrow at night. And then Saturday? Man, I should have thought about this on the plane instead of watching so much Rick and Morty. It was my chance. Give more advance notice for the... Yeah, because people would want to join in, right? Yeah. Ooh, Minecraft? No, we gotta wait till Monday, guys. Gotta wait till Monday. Minecraft Monday. Yeah, I'm kind of still. It's gonna take me a little bit to catch my breath since coming back. It always takes like a little bit of recalibration after a trip, right? I did. Sleeping. Oh, that's right. Maybe next week. I don't want to commit. Did I bring your souvenirs? Yeah, you want some dirty under? I'm just kidding. That's gross. I need to. That's gross. I need to not. I need to stop. Your keychains. No, I didn't. I'll be honest. I forgot about that. If I'm being honest. Hey, don't. Can you blame me? I had headaches because of how much I had to piss myself from holding in using the bathroom. Guys, come on. Come on. What is a better gift than me regaling you with wonderful New York stories, guys? Come on, don't spray me. Cut me some slack, guys. Huh, man. All right, I think today will probably be a little shorter one. I would have taken today off, I think, but I honestly, I just wanted to come back and at least touch base with you guys and just... You promised Uh-oh. I'll dig through my stuff. Maybe there's something in there for you. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, we'll get back into it soon here. Probably, I want to wrap up with some more recording today. So we'll probably end a little early. Promise you a souvenir? Oh no, I must have. There's got to be something in my luggage. I'll find you something. Don't you worry. I'll find you something. No, my computer works. My cables seem to be unchewed. I asked my dad to make sure to... usually when I go on a trip, my dad comes over, checks on the cats, feeds them and all that. A bagel? Gross. Unchewed for now, yeah. It was nice hanging out with my friends, guys. It was nice. You know, I did want to take a moment to... Maybe I should have tweeted that I was going to make some kind of... Not necessarily announcement, but I just wanted to, like, say something to you guys. Just in general, with everything that's led up to now, you know, it's because I was maybe getting a little sentimental because, you know, I come back from this trip and you guys, like, I was just seeing so much art. I was replying to some stuff. I saw, you know, this fan-made model that Akino just made us. Rowan made like this little plushie, and I saw Noni drew like another piece of art for me. I was seeing just a bunch of art from Dreamy and just a bunch of different people just kind of catching up on stuff. And you know, and I just spent a weekend with my friends who are probably my closest friends, some of my closest friends. And to think that some of my closest friends I met, or rather some of the closest people I have in my life are people that I did not even know 3 years ago. Tickles, hello. I'm sorry, we're wrapping. Today's a short one because I'm just kind of touching base from my New York trip. But yeah, you know, I just wanted to say just thank you for being here with me. And I said this in a tweet replying to some of the art, but you know, I can't believe that I almost did not start streaming here and that I almost didn't meet you guys as soon as I did. I'm sorry I didn't do it sooner. I'm sorry you had to wait so long, but yeah, thank you guys. It's very, I don't know, it's just touching. It's just touching. So thank you, everyone. And just the support from the past, you know, a little over a month now. And it makes me really happy. And I hope that I can, you know, the only thing I can really do to repay the favor is to be here and stream and try to make you laugh or entertain you in some way, share some laughs, and maybe share a project or two with you that will make you go like, I like that. Sukiko, thank you. Welcome to Personnel. Thank you again. HD, thanks for the membership too. Maybe make you cry, maybe make you scared. We'll see. Speaking of that, yeah, you know, I wanted to say that I'm very happy to be here and doing VTubing. Again, I'll be honest, like the past couple, I guess it would be couple. Like over the past year, a little over a year, leading up to this day, I feel, even recently, I just feel like, you know, I was given, I don't know, I feel like I was given like every reason, not every reason, but plenty of reasons from whatever, like the powers that may be, whatever it is, like reasons, so many to not come back. But, I mean, especially at this point, I just feel like, what does Zach say from League of Legends? He's like, I was made for this. I was made for this. Like, I feel like I was meant for this medium. And I know as a secret agent, my personnel files, a lot of redacted information. You wouldn't be much of a secret agent if you knew everything about me, right? But, you know, I've been doing stuff online for like over 10 years. Over 10 years, almost 15 years now. I've done it all, you know, like skits, animations, art. I used to do these parody webcomics on Tumblr that would get a lot of notes. I've done vlogging. I've done it all. As many different identities, brands, and it's honestly, it's one of the reasons why I went with Secret Agent, because it's kind of like a sentimental thing for me, where I just feel like, you know, I've worn many disguises up to now, and through it all, I feel like I'm my authentic self, just trying to be, even though it's me, it just feels like I have to find a new disguise, and I want to find the one that works. And so what better way than to be a secret agent, right? But yeah, you know, I've done it all. So much different forms of stuff. Just hundreds of millions of views over 15 years, over 1 million subscribers cumulatively. But like nothing has ever struck me like VTubing has. Nothing. So I'm very, very lucky to exist during a time where it exists. And I'm really happy to have found this space to be in and to be my best self. And, you know, thank you for being there with me. And I'm slowly finding the confidence in myself again to be here and to say, hey, you know what? Like, nobody is going to tell me that I don't belong here, that I'm not more real than other people, that I don't belong, because I'm going to do it better than you've ever seen. The best. To do it as best as I can. So thank you. And on the plane, I was thinking about it, and I did want to say that, I mean, you guys that are already here, that I've been seeing you here the past month, I feel a lot of this is maybe kind of goes without saying or needless to say, but you know, there's a lot that I did not get to say, right? There's a lot that I, how do I put this? There's a lot that I want to say, wish I could have said, but will not and cannot say, right? And I know that that's very frustrating to hear. I know that's frustrating to hear, but I do want to say that there were a lot of people that I had to leave. And I want to say that well, one, I can only speak on my behalf, and maybe I've done it in varying degrees here, but I want to say, especially going forward, but hoping that I've done as good as I can up to this point. But I want to say that I can only speak on my behalf, and I don't want to speak in a way or speak on things that I feel like the other party should need or want to like defend themselves, right? I don't want to speak in a way where I feel like someone else might want to chime in, right? On a varying levels of severity. So I can only speak about myself, and I'm gonna try to do that with as much commitment to do that, like, to the best of my ability. Okay, right? So I will say, right, kind of what I was saying earlier about you guys coming back from this trip and just being shown so much love and support from you guys, all this art and stuff. I want to say that to speak on my own behalf, I am so much happier now, right? I made the right choice to come back. Maybe I was always going to come back, I don't know. But I'm much happier now. You know, not without my bad days as any person, right? But I feel normal. There's not like, I used to have like this fog always like in my mind. I always said it feels like walking through like a thick syrup at all times. Like there's always this fogginess. You know, I've been, and for a little while now, you know, I wake up with a clear mind, and like not only feeling good, but like I wake up with a clear mind and also like an eagerness to work and in a profound way to like engage with life. Like I wake up with like a desire to live and to enjoy life and the people around me, and to work and to show up and work on my projects and do my art and do my music. But you know, like I said, not without my bad days, right? I simply, there are just some things I can't really forget about. There are people I think of, people that you don't know, will never know, and it makes me angry, right? And it's frustrating, right? So when I say like, hey, I get it, guys, like I know it's frustrating to hear, but you know, just try to imagine, you know. So I just want to say, like, again, as much as I can say, but you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it had to happen the way that it did. But as it has already been stated very clearly already, that it was a mutual decision. And again, I never want to say anything that I feel might have the other party want to say something or defend themselves about. But for me, like I said, I'm going to speak for myself. So I can confidently say this. I'm sorry I never said goodbye. And I wanted to say goodbye. I can say that with 100% certainty on my end. I wish I could have said bye. I wanted to say goodbye. But that not being able to was not necessarily anyone's decision as far as I know. And it's just very unfortunate that I could not say bye. And so for that, I'm sorry. And so to the people that I had to leave suddenly, I think that they have a right to... I've sat with this for a very long time, as you can imagine. Like, they're not that they have a right, but they are right. You are right to feel sad or angry or frustrated. You know, I can't deny you that. Like, you should have felt sad, angry, and frustrated. I'll never deny you that, especially like during that time period. But, yes, you're right to feel sad, angry, frustrated. But at this point, 2024, at this point, after the time that's passed, I'm right here. I'm streaming. I'm literally live streaming right now. And so while I can do my best to understand, you know, there are things that I could not do. There's things that sucked for everyone involved. I'm sorry, and I wish I could have said bye. I'm sorry. I am sorry. You're right to be sad, angry, whatever. During that time, and maybe a little time after. But at this point, I'm literally live streaming as we speak right now on youtube.com. I stream every day at 4 p.m. Pacific, most days. I draw, I animate, I like to tell stories, I love Sonic the Hedgehog, I talk about shitting and pissing myself, I still jump around on circles on Minecraft Mondays, complaining about how dog-ass whatever fucking anime you guys made me watch is. I'm right here. Caspurr Catacini, the one and only. And a lot of my philosophy and way I've thought about it is, it's like to be met halfway and say, like, not to say, oh, you shouldn't feel sad or you shouldn't be angry. You should, but not the extreme. You should have for a while, maybe. But at this point, I'm here. And that's what I mean about meeting me halfway. I'm not going to say you should have always been on my side, or that you should have forgiven me instantly, or you hate me, you love me. It's complicated. Can you imagine? It obviously was complicated for me and everyone who goes through this. I'm right here, okay? And part of that is that my philosophy's changed a little bit on this, but I get sad because I'm here now and I'm doing my own thing with the Opurratives, and I'm very excited for what we're going to do. I love this. I'm having fun. I'm feeling fulfilled with streaming and art, music and everything. And at this point, like, I'm okay, and the people that have been here, the Opurratives, they're okay. And I feel sad because I can't help but see sometimes, especially with the way the For You page comes around, like I see some people and I get sad because for them, I see that they're not okay. And I think it's good to have memories. I think that it's good to remember the quote-unquote good times and legacy and history and all that, but you know, I get sad because I want them to I want them to move on. And I know it's easier said than done, and obviously I have a part in that, but like I wish they could just, whether that's watching me here or not, I wish that they could, I wish I could say this to them. Maybe I am in a way right here, but just, I'm here now. But if you don't want to be here, at least let yourself move on, please. Because it's sad. It makes me sad. And I know maybe that I've contributed to some sort of lingering. And that's my fault. So and the reason I wanted to speak up is because, you know, my philosophy is it was mutual, and I want to be as professional as I can be. I know I can get hot-headed. I've been hot-headed in the past, but hey, when you reach an agreement, you reach an agreement, and you don't talk shit. You don't, you keep your mouth shut. That's how it is. And you know, it is frustrating to see my friends and my peers and how they get to say things and how they get to handle things, and I can't. But and you know what? If I really wanted to, you know, maybe I could. Maybe I could. Like, technically speaking, maybe I could. But I'm not. I'm not. Because that's just not how I operate. Because a mutual agreement, I think, is... There's just some things that I think you can't be so loose on, you know. And so, you know, that being said, you know, I make my references, and some of these things that people might associate with me, to me, but you know, a lot of it is to also defend myself. Not defend myself, but because I don't need to, and I shouldn't, right? But like, there are a lot of things that are simply right. That's just characteristics of myself. You know, my mind, my creativity, my taste in things, my taste in media, my interests, my skill set. And I'm not going to be afraid to say that no one owns that part of me, that my art and my interests and my style and things that were part of me and things that I did, right? Things that I did. Because again, I want to be as careful as I can here, but I was given an impossible task. And I did it. I did it somehow. You know, a team is only as strong as its weakest member. I always say that. I truly believe that. An impossible task, and I did it.
something that I don't think anyone else could have done. And so, and it was hard, right? It was hard. I remember early on, I remember my Discord, before anyone knew anything, right? I remember going to my Discord and I see, you know, people I knew, you know, shitting on me. They didn't know though, right? It was tough. I could have said no. But I did my part. Okay, I did it. No one owes me anything. Okay? But and you know what, when new people were introduced into the mix, things were not going so well. And tensions were high. And you know, maybe I already knew that things weren't going so well. But I sucked it up. I did my best to bring them in. And I think I did a really good job. Especially with what bad things were going on at the time. And so my point is that I'm not saying anyone owes me anything because of that, but I just want want to find me, I'm here. And I know I've made a lot of references and will continue to do so, because like I said, a lot of these things they're part of me, but find me or move on, please. It's not right. It's sad. I get sad. It's not healthy. And I feel protective. But it's not mine to protect anymore. I see you guys, and I wish I could just reach out and pluck them out. But I can't. Thanks, guys. You guys are real nice to me. And, you know, like I said, I've tried to just kind of smile through it and frame it as more like, yeah, I could do this and all that, but you know, I draw the line at when people start to say stuff that is just has no basis or is untrue. And so I just felt like I needed to say something. And again, I wish I could say more, but you know, I think for everyone's sake, I won't. And you know, why do you think I do this? Like, this is not a trend for me. I didn't do this for money. In fact, the career that I left before that one to do it, I was in the high point of my career. And I could go back and do the stuff I was doing, but you don't get the momentum that you had. You know, I killed that career to do it. And I was making a lot of money. I was. But I wanted something else. I wanted to I just wanted a group of people to do things with. And be a part of something. Guys. So, you know, my frustration kind of stems from like, if you want to fight me, you could watch me now, and if not, just leave me alone. I just don't understand what. You know, I don't understand why. Don't understand what people think that I wanted. Yeah, I'm really gonna pull a fucking fast one on them. I'm gonna fucking ruin everything and start a shitty podcast and stream without a model for 2 years after. My fucking master plan really worked out. Yeah, I had it all fucking planned. That was fucking great. I got them. I really fucking showed them. What do you think, like, what, you know, what do people think I want? Why would I be back here? Why would I be VTubing right now? Why would I come back? Why would I want to do this? Why would I... I'm 2 steps ahead. I'm really grifting getting those viewers that I already had. I like think of like what do you think? If I wanted that, wouldn't guys? Do you think I would have really chosen all this if all it really boiled down to was me wanting the same viewers? Just think about that. Say that out loud. Does that make sense? Is that what it was about? I think what the most frustrating thing about it for me is that ultimately it's because I fucking cared too much about it. I'll be honest. Not to take that as a statement that other people did not or do not care about as much as me, but I was told it's just a job. It's just a job. It's just a job. Not for me it isn't. It's my life. That's me. That's me you're talking about. That's not my avatar. It's not my job. And if that's the way you want to handle it, if you want an Oshi that is just doing their job, that's not me, and you can leave. But to me, it's not just a job. And hey, you know what? Admittedly, maybe that's on me for doing the job, okay? I will admit. And I ended up caring way more than I thought I ever could. But I still consider it a blessing and a good thing for my life that happened and that I ended up caring so much. I can't believe I'm doing, like, I had lost a love for a lot of things in my life. Just life in general, like relationships with people, my art, discovering music and everything. I've I'm just you know, like I said, I'm happy to be here. My model isn't even here yet. I have very kind people like Akino, Kanra, and Manarue helping me here and all you guys, but it's only gonna get better for me. I'm working on my music, I'm getting better, I'm learning things, and I'm good. And like I said, not without my bad days, but for everyone out there who is choosing not to be here. Of course, you know, history is history, memories are memories, but sometimes I do see people that are, they're suffering, and you know, if I could just say, hey, you know, like, I know easier said than done, but at least an appeal from my end, just please, just move on, be here, don't be here, or watch one of the others. I don't know, but I've already shown, you know, from my very first stream to the various little random things, I have nothing to prove. I've already, in this short time, I know I've shown you that I still have it. I know I have. I still got it. And if you don't want that, then, you know, I don't know what it is exactly you liked in the first place. Or maybe I do have a hunch, right? But I'm here, streaming. I came back. And I'm gonna try not to be too cynical about it anymore. But like I said, I'm not gonna be afraid to lean into parts of me that is just a part of my core character. And, you know, someone else might own my face, but they do not own my soul. They don't own my character. And, you know, that's the thing. That was my face. You could say whatever you might want to say. But I'm the one who wore it for all that time. Not anyone else. I did it. But I have zero intention of ever. That's the other thing too, like, I want to take more steps to, man, I'm not really sure. That's the thing, you know, again, you know, maybe it's partly my fault because of my tongue-in-cheek kind of ways, but like I see people legitimately, I feel like I read these things and they truly believe, like, oh man, are they going to like do something, or are we going to hear his voice? And the answer is no. You're not going to see him, you're not going to hear him with them or anything like that. Never, ever, ever. And the fact that they're hanging on like that, it's so, and again, maybe that's like my fault, but like, don't, man, please, it's not right. It's not right. It's sad. It makes me sad when I see that. It makes me so sad. But if you're gonna talk shit about me, especially if you're someone that wasn't there from the fucking beginning, I'm moving on, but show some goddamn respect and don't say shit about me. Because if someone else was giving the task that I was given and the expectation of what I had to do, would we have even gotten far enough for you to have joined? So I'm not saying you owe me anything, but don't fucking come at me with that. You think if they just picked... Sorry. You think if random indie VTuber, random indie male VTuber, they threw him in, someone who's just like, huh, hey, I'm Celery McGee. I like to sing songs and play Valorant. What do you think would have fucking happened? So I'm just saying, I did my fucking part. I tried my best. And leave me alone. You're welcome. One of the goals I had explicitly was to do my part so that there was room to grow. I did that. And now there's people that there's people there that I didn't even know. And it's sad in a way, but it's good. That's a good thing. It's crazy. And yeah, it's a little sad, but it's a good thing. It's almost crazy to think about, but I'm gonna do my thing now. Yeah. I appreciate all the support you guys showed on this stream. That was not I did not really expect to go on a big tirade or anything, and I really hope that I have not said too much, because again, I do want to respect, as much as I can. Fucking, it makes me so fucking angry. As much feelings aside, I want to respect the mutual agreement as much as I am able to. And like I said, I hope that I only spoke on myself without implicating anybody else. But I'm me. I'm aggressively me. You guys know that. You've known that. Not much is really going to change on my end. I guess it's more of a mentality shift, rather, you know, like, I'm not going to be bullied, right? Like, I'm not going to change my starting screen. You'll see some bits that probably evoke some familiarity and some memories, but that's because that's me. It's not stuff I commissioned or whatever like that. Like, I made those. It came from my soul. The haters, yes. I mean, yeah, I went on a small little tirade tangent, but really my message is more for
you know, the people that were fond of me to begin with. That's the thing that's most important to me. Thanks, guys. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate you, and I just, you know, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm an emotional guy. I'm sentimental. I really am. And I think there's a lot of the thing is I know that people pine for a certain feeling. And I get myself in this trouble a lot, but I think that what everyone misses is it stems from authenticity. And a lot of that magic is that's where it came from. So I'm not gonna, at this point, I'm not gonna double back on that. No, no, no. People, hey, I'm just gonna say, guys, chemistry with this person's so great. Oh, chemistry with this person's so great. Maybe it's because what's the common factor? Oh, whoops, it's me. No? Curious. Okay, guys. Tomorrow, what's it gonna be? I don't know. But I do know. Oh my gosh, I'm remembering. Excuse me, I threw up in my mouth maybe like a couple times in New York. Literally. I'm not proud to say, but it happened. It was wild. I haven't gone that hard in a while. I feel like on this trip I unlocked the next battle pass tier in my mind, and hey, maybe sometimes I fall short or whatever, but I think the difference between me and others is that I truly, genuinely, 100% in my mind, when I say I'm the best, the greatest, I believe it. And I try to encourage my friends and stuff, and I don't know, they say, "Oh, well, I can't do that," or nah, it'd be too hard. And it's like, no, you can. I know you can. I know I can, and I do. I wish I could shake them and go, no, you can't. Why are you getting in your own way? Why are you getting in your own way? Because so many things work against you. So many things work against you every day, at every turn. Why are you going to make it even harder than that? Having more confidence in myself. I'm learning things, right? I'm learning to be confident in myself again. Finding confidence in my art and my creativity again. No, maybe we shouldn't change the lyrics. No, maybe what I did was good. Maybe I can do it. Boba, what are you doing? I was recording before the stream, I set up this big, like, blanket thing to try to make the sound a little bit better. She just peeked through. My one regret, though, is that I was, let's just say, for quote unquote, for Halloween, I had a costume. You guys would have loved it. But I don't think I can technically bring it back because I think technically it's copyrighted because of whatever reason. It's a shame. Enough. I've dwelt enough. And you know, again, I'm gonna try to do what I said I would do as best as I can, but you know, I'll probably dwell again. And I'll probably reference something because, and here's the thing, it's like, oh, yeah. Oh, you mean that incredibly life-changing, important, big milestone, one of the biggest and most giant checkpoint hallmark of my entire life? Yeah, that will probably come back as a part of who I am. I'll probably think about it. Hung up or whatever. Oh, you mean that giant piece of my life, giant, formative, incredible part of my life? Yeah, that'll probably come up again. Huh. Oh, I can't just completely just be like, fuck. That's the thing. What's the other answer? Fuck that. Completely forgettable. Meh. I'm moving on. Check, please. Thank God. Let's empty that recycling bin. Whoop. No, come on. just want to make stuff. Share it with you guys. Halloween's got a lot of stuff cooking up. Ghosts, ghouls, and goblins. Oh wait, that's not that's not the lyric. Forget my own song. I'm gonna go record that as soon as I end stream here. I see a lot of kind words thrown at me. I was reading them as they came. I do appreciate all that, guys. I did not mean to get... I knew I was going to say something, but I did not expect that to really tumble the way it did. But you guys know. Thank you. Oh! I forgot. I was going to say. Look. About New York City. I did do something. And it was sick. I was sickened with myself. Here's the thing. I have done a lot of gay shit in my life. I have read some pretty disgusting stuff out there. Okay. It's no secret that I'm not the most traditionally masculine person there is, okay? I've read some things, seen some things. Pretty gay. But I had a lapse of judgment. And I was walking, I woke up and I was walking the streets of New York City, Times Square. No, close to Times Square, not exactly. I was walking the streets of New York City and I had my earbuds in and I listened to Empire State of Mind by Jay-Z as I walked through the streets of New York, and that was the gayest thing I've ever done in my life. In New York, concrete jungle with dreams are made of. I was walking, I was like, I'm filthy, I'm disgusting, this is the gayest shit I've ever done. When you're in New York. I was like, if these New Yorkians knew what I was doing, they would be disgusted. They'd be like, oh, what the fucking, get the hell out of here. That's disgusting. That's the most touristy thing I've ever heard. Yeah, I can't, I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. Nah, you're not. No, I legitimately, I stopped the song. I was kind of like, you know, kind of had a little, this kind of step, this kind of bounce in my step, and I was like, yeah, when you in New York, and I was like, I got negative karma for that. There's nothing you can do. I mean, the chorus is like, it's okay. Chorus, like, I had to bounce in my step. I was like, yeah, you know. These streets will make you feel brand new. And I was like, yeah. But then the Jay-Z verse came in. Catch me at the X with the OG at a Yankee game. Made that Yankee hat more famous than a Yankee can. I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, I know I bleed blue, but I ain't a crypto. And I was like, this is the cringiest thing I've ever done, I think. I think that song is banned in New York, probably. When you're in New York. Also, what's been stuck in my head, we were in the hotel room and this was stuck in my head. I'm not a political streamer. I always want to get as far as politics as I can with my streaming and my entertainment. But I could not fucking stop saying, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the pets, they're eating the cats. Just, I was fucking in my head. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the pets, they're eating the cats. I just kept, I could not. We would be in the we were laying in bed. They were eating the dogs, they're eating the pets, they were eating the cats. They're eating the dog. And I would be silent for like 5 minutes and I'd be on my phone and then I'd go, and they were eating the dogs, they're eating the pets, they're eating the cats. And I thought I actually, here's the thing, and I will admit, this is kind of a negative thing. I think you should be, well, not that I think you should be, but yes, maybe I should be more aware. I don't really know much, and maybe that's on me. Like, I don't really know what's going on with that kind of stuff. I don't watch the things. I don't watch whatever. I just see a clip on Twitter of him going, and they're eating the dogs, and they're eating the pets, and they're eating the... You know, that's on me. I'll admit. But it was just... Because we were in the hotel room TV. Yeah, I don't really have TV. And it was on, and I was watching it, and I said to my friend, I was like, he sounds like he talks like I stream. He talks like a streamer. He talks like I stream. Let me tell you... And I was in New York, and I really had to shit. And you know, this thing in the New York, you're saying, well, maybe you could just shit. But you know, I was thinking to myself, I was waddling, and I went there, and they don't have any bathrooms. And I was like, oh, but where am I gonna shit? And I thought to myself, am I gonna shit here? Am I gonna shit there? I don't know. His like he talks like stream of thought, like stream of consciousness. You know, like he sounds like he's just saying what he thinks of at the time. He talks like I stream, like a streamer would talk. And then I thought, yeah, guys, I'll share the schedule with you later. I don't really know what we're really gonna do, but I have some plans of maybe some ideas of what we could do. Yeah, that might sound like a good idea, but maybe we could do that. But maybe we'll do a drawing stream instead. I don't really know. But what I do know is that there are people out there and they don't want me to stream, and I'm going to stream. And I do know that I'll be here. I was here today, and I'll be here tomorrow, and I'll be streaming. And you ask, Caspurr, what are you going to stream? And you know what you're going to get when you come to a Caspurr Catacini stream. Like, he sounds like he's streaming, right? And again, maybe it's bad that I have not really like watched anything like that, or seen a debate, or seen his updates, or whatever. Like, he was president, right? And I don't really, you know, and that's on me, I'll admit. But I sat down and watched him for the first time, and he sounds like he's streaming. You know, I get it. It's like, it's my privilege that my life is good enough to where, like, it doesn't get too negatively impacted, at least in the short term, by not knowing. You know what I mean? Like, I get that. not gonna defend myself. It's just I just don't know. I don't know what's going on, really. You know, I don't know the vice president's name. I don't know who Secretary of State is. I don't really keep up. Yeah, I have the luxury, and that's on me. I'll admit that. Kamala Harris? Who? Is that the vice president? Whatever. Yeah, sorry. I don't mean to get political. Sorry, we did. I just remembered it, and I was laughing so much about it, and I just wanted to bring that up. But yeah, sorry, it was kind of a wild stream, guys. Thank you again for all the super chats and memberships. You already know. Thank you again to Akino for the model and just for being here. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? You have my vote, Caspurr. If I was president, you guys would be fucked. My first order of business: every person under 6'2" turned into a femboy. As my first order of business. $10 billion into the femboy ray gun department. We no longer have agriculture, but we have a femboy gun ray. I'm sorry. What do the femboys eat then? They're eating the dogs. They're eating the pets. They're eating the cats. The femboys are eating the dogs. If you don't like it, you should be taller. My kittens. What the shit? Anyways, I'm very lucky to have you guys here. I am. I'm lucky to have good people around me. It's like I'm about to die, or it's like I just won the Oscars, but I'm very lucky. I have a good family. I have good friends, and I have good operatives, and I have one good cat. Cece. What about Boba? What do you think about Boba? Guys, I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Thank you again. Just getting started, right? Just getting started. Never forget. Thanks for being here. They can say what they want to say. They can take my stream ideas. They can try. There's only one. One and only. Caspurr Catacini, right?